Tesla's about to have a serious problem. While Elon's been tweeting, a Chinese company just cracked the code that every EV maker said was impossible. 3-minute battery swaps, luxury that makes Mercedes look outdated, and prices that'll make you question why you're paying $80,000 for a Model S. I'm talking about NIO. And in 2026, they're launching 4 cars that could completely reshape the global EV market. From a $30,000 City Warrior to a $150,000 flagship, already turning heads in Europe and the Middle East. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see why legacy automakers are terrified, and why the car at number 1 might just be the most important EV launch of the decade. Welcome to Behind Steering Wheel. Before we dive in, let's talk about who NIO actually is. Because if you're in America, you might not have heard of them yet. But trust me, that's about to change. Founded in 2014, NIO isn't just another Chinese EV startup. They're publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. They've delivered over 560,000 vehicles, and they've built something no other company has managed, a network of over 2,400 battery swap stations that can fully charge your car in less time than it takes to grab a coffee. Think about that. While you're waiting 45 minutes at a Tesla supercharger, NIO drivers are swapping their depleted battery for a fresh one in 3 minutes and driving off. But here's what makes 2026 special. This is the year NIO goes global. Europe's already getting these cars. The Middle East is rolling out the red carpet, and rumors are swirling about a US entry by 2027. So today, we're ranking the 4 NIO models that will define their global expansion, from the most practical to the most revolutionary. Let's start with number 4. At number 4, we have the NIO ET7. And I know what you're thinking, another sedan? In the age of SUVs? But here's the thing, this isn't just another sedan. This is NIO's answer to the Mercedes EQS, the BMW i7, and yes, the Tesla Model S. And in some ways, it's beating all of them. The ET7 is NIO's executive flagship sedan. It launched in China in 2022, but 2026 is when it hits European and Middle Eastern markets in full force. And it's bringing some serious technology. Let's start with the basics. The ET7 is 16.7 feet long, which puts it right between a BMW 5 Series and 7 Series. But look at that coefficient of drag, 0.208. That makes it one of the most aerodynamic sedans on the planet. Those aren't just pretty lines, that's engineering. Every curve, every surface, designed to slice through air. And it shows in the range. Depending on which battery pack you choose, you're looking at up to 621 miles of range on the CLTC cycle with the semi-solid state battery. That's not a typo, 621 miles. The Tesla Model S long range? 405 miles. The Mercedes EQS? 453 miles. NIO is playing a different game. But range means nothing if you're miserable inside. So let's talk about this cabin. First thing you notice? The 12.8-inch AMOLED center display. It's not just big, it's gorgeous. And it's running NIO's Banyan operating system, built on Android, but customized to perfection. Then there's Nomi, NIO's AI assistant. And unlike Siri or Alexa, Nomi has a physical presence. That little sphere on your dashboard? It's got eyes. It rotates. It reacts to you. It's like having R2-D2 as your co-pilot. Sounds gimmicky, right? Until you use it. Nomi learns your preferences, adjusts your seat, your climate, your music. It even recognizes different drivers and switches profiles automatically. The materials? Nappa leather, microfiber suede, real wood trim. This isn't trying to be a tech gadget on wheels. This is a luxury car that happens to be electric. And the rear seats? Executive class, massage function, heating and ventilation, a fold-down center console with wireless charging. If you're being chauffeured, this is where you want to be. Now let's talk about what's under the hood, or rather, under the floor. The ET7 comes with dual motors producing 644 horsepower. 0 to 60, 3.8 seconds. That's supercar territory in a luxury sedan. But here's where NIO gets interesting. You don't buy the battery, you subscribe to it. This is called Battery as a Service, or BaaS. Here's how it works. You buy the car for about $10,000 less than the full price. Then you pay a monthly subscription for the battery, around $150 to $300 depending on the size. Why would you do this? 3 reasons. 1. Lower upfront cost. 2. You can upgrade to a bigger battery anytime. 3. Battery degradation? Not your problem. NIO swaps it out. And those battery swaps? 3 minutes. Drive in, robotic arms lift your car, remove the old battery, install a fresh one, you drive out. I've seen it. It's faster than filling up with gas. The ET7 also comes with NIO's autonomous driving system. It's not full self-driving yet, but it's got adaptive cruise, lane centering, automatic lane changes, and traffic jam assist. On highways, it's borderline hands-free. So why is the ET7 at number 4? Simple. It's excellent, but it's not revolutionary. It's a traditional sedan in a world that's obsessed with SUVs. It's expensive, starting around $70,000 in Europe. And while the technology is impressive, it's not unique to this model. But here's the thing. For executives, business travelers, and anyone who values comfort and range over everything else, the ET7 is a home run. It's the car that proves NIO can compete with the Germans, and that's why it's on this list. Now, let's move to number 3, and this is where things get interesting. At number 3, we have the NIO ES8. And if the ET7 is for executives, the ES8 is for families. This is NIO's full-size luxury SUV. Think BMW X7, Mercedes GLS, or Tesla Model X. But with one crucial difference, the price tag makes sense. The ES8 was NIO's first production car back in 2018, but the 2026 model? Completely redesigned. More space, more tech, more range. And it's about to become NIO's bestseller outside China. Let's talk size. The ES8 is 16.7 feet long and over 6.5 feet wide. That's substantial. It stands toe-to-toe with a BMW X7. But unlike some competitors that charge you extra for every little feature, NIO packs everything in. For the global market, it comes as a dedicated 6-seater. And here's the clever part. The second row isn't a bench. They are individual captain's chairs that slide forward and backward. Need more cargo space? Slide them forward. Need more legroom? Slide them back. The third row isn't a punishment zone for kids. Adults can actually sit back there comfortably. I'm talking real headroom, real legroom, USB-C ports, cup holders, climate vents. NIO designed this for real families. Cargo space? With the third row folded, you get massive capacity that rivals the German giants. Step inside and you're greeted by the same luxury as the ET7, but optimized for families. The dashboard is dominated by a 12.8-inch center screen and a 10.2-inch digital instrument cluster. Everything is controlled through touch or voice via NOMI. But here's what makes the ES8 special for families: the second row executive seats. These aren't just seats, they're thrones. Heating, ventilation, massage, and power adjustment. They even feature a zero-gravity mode that recline deep to let you sleep on long trips, perfect while the car is charging. Each row has its own 5-zone climate control, USB-C charging everywhere, wireless phone charging in the front and second row, and a 23-speaker sound system with Dolby Atmos that'll make you forget you're driving a family hauler. Oh, and there's a built-in air purifier, because NIO knows that with kids, things get fragrant. NOMI is especially useful here. NOMI, set the third row to 72 degrees. NOMI, play Frozen for the kids. NOMI, find the nearest bathroom. It's like having a digital nanny. Now, you might think a 5,600-pound, 2,540 kilograms SUV would be slow. You'd be wrong. The ES8 packs dual motors producing 644 horsepower, 480 kilowatts, and 627 pound-feet, 850 newton-meters of torque. 0 to 60 miles per hour, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 4.1 seconds. That's faster than most sports sedans. But this isn't about drag racing, it's about effortless power. Merging onto highways with 7 passengers and luggage? No problem. Passing slow traffic on mountain roads? Done. Range? With the 100 kilowatt-hour battery, you're looking at 317 miles, 510 kilometers WLTP, or nearly 375 miles, 605 kilometers, on the Chinese CLTC cycle. Not as impressive as the ET7, but remember, this is a brick-shaped SUV carrying 7 people. That's actually remarkable. And yes, 3-minute battery swaps apply here too. Road trip with the family? Swap the battery faster than everyone can use the restroom. The ES8 can also tow up to 4,400 pounds, 2,000 kilograms. That's a decent-sized trailer or boat. Most electric SUVs can't even tow a shopping cart. So why is the ES8 at number 3? Because it's the perfect family SUV that many outside Europe and China don't know about yet. Starting price in Europe? Around $82,000. Approximately 75,000 euros with BaaS. That sounds expensive until you compare it to a BMW X7 at $98,000 or a Mercedes GLS at $105,000. Suddenly, the ES8 looks like a bargain. It's got more space than a Tesla Model X, more luxury than a Rivian R1S, and more technology than anything from legacy automakers. For families who need space, comfort, and range, the ES8 is unbeatable. And when it expands to North America around 2026, it's going to steal serious market share from the Germans. But here's where things get really interesting. Number 2 is NIO's secret weapon for urban markets, and it costs half what the ES8 does. At number 2, meet the NIO Firefly. And this is the car that's intended to change a lot for NIO in the mass market segment. Forget luxury sedans and family SUVs. The Firefly is NIO's entry into the mass market. It's small, it's affordable, and it's specifically designed for cities. Think Mini Cooper meets Tesla Model 3, but with NIO's technology and pricing that, in markets like the Netherlands, starts at about 29,900 euros, roughly in the low $30,000 range depending on exchange rates. This is NIO's Trojan horse, the car that's meant to bring far more people into the brand. And once they experience how seamless NIO-style battery services and charging can be, many of them may not want to go back. The Firefly launches in China in April 2025, and the European rollout starts in summer 2025 in countries like Norway and the Netherlands, with additional European markets following through late 2025 and into 2026. Let's talk dimensions. The Firefly is about 4,003 millimeters long, roughly 13.1 feet. That actually makes it a bit longer than a Mini Cooper, while still firmly in the small car segment. But here's the genius. It's compact on the outside, yet relatively wide and tall for its class, with proportions tuned to maximize interior room and practicality in a city-friendly footprint. NIO made it short overall, but with a solid stance and usable height. Why? Maximum interior space with a tiny footprint. You can park this thing anywhere. That parallel parking spot you always skip? The Firefly fits. That narrow European alley? No problem. That underground parking garage with tight corners? Easy. The turning circle is only about 9.4 meters, with a 4.7 meter turning radius. The design is retro-futuristic. Round trio headlights that look like friendly eyes. A two-tone paint scheme with a contrasting black roof. Hidden door handles. It's cute without being childish. Cool without trying too hard. And those wheels? 18 inches. On a car this small, they look massive. It's got presence. The drag coefficient is quoted at around 0.28. Not as slippery as the ET7, but impressive for a boxy hatchback. Every detail is optimized for efficiency and stability at speed. Open the door and prepare to be shocked. This interior is huge for a 4-meter hatchback. 4 adults can sit comfortably. I'm not talking about cramming people in, I mean actual legroom and headroom. NIO achieved this by pushing the wheels to the corners, using a dedicated EV platform, and keeping a flat floor with a clever front bench-style seat concept. The dashboard is minimalist. A 13.2-inch central touchscreen dominates, paired with a 6-inch digital instrument cluster behind the steering wheel. No cluttered analog gauges. Most of what you need is on those displays, with an intuitive layout instead of a traditional cluster, plus a separate HUD. Lumo, Firefly's built-in AI assistant, is here too, in a more subtle, integrated form instead of a big cartoon character. It's like Nomi's smarter, calmer cousin. Still smart, still helpful, just presented in a more understated way. Materials? Not old-school luxury leather, but high-quality sustainable fabrics and synthetic vegan leather. Recycled plastics are used in key areas. NIO is targeting younger, eco-conscious buyers who care about sustainability and easy-to-clean surfaces. The rear seats fold, creating a flexible cargo area rivaling compact hatches like the Honda Civic in maximum load space. Uniquely, there's a 92-liter frunk, washable and with a built-in drain plug, perfect for charging cables or shoes. Power comes from a 42.1 kilowatt-hour LFP battery, providing a practical WLTP range of 330 kilometers, roughly 205 miles, plenty for city driving and weekend getaways. Crucially, the Firefly supports NIO's battery-as-a-service program and is being readied for compatibility with their 5th-generation swap stations starting from 2026. Think about that. You're paying compact car money for tech and energy management features that many traditional brands still can't match. The motor delivers 105 kilowatts, 141 horsepower, to the rear wheels, hitting 100 kilometers per hour in about 8.1 seconds. Plenty of punch for confident city sprints. It also includes NIO's latest smart driving features for this segment: adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, and advanced parking assist that can handle tight parallel and perpendicular spots largely on its own. If you need conventional charging, it supports 100 kilowatts DC fast charging, achieving 10% to 80% in just 29 minutes. So why is the Firefly at number 2? Because it is arguably the most important car for NIO's future. While the ET7 and ES8 compete with expensive luxury brands, the Firefly directly competes with mainstream compacts, from the Honda Civic to VW's ID models. At its low €30,000 price point, it is accessible to a far bigger audience, acting as the ultimate gateway that introduces people to NIO's design, software, and energy ecosystem in a smaller, more affordable package. For city dwellers who want a smart, efficient, tech-packed car that's actually fun to drive and easy to park, the Firefly is a very strong contender. But there's one car left. Number 1. And this is the vehicle that'll make the entire automotive industry sit up and take notice. And at number 1, the NIO ET9. NIO's statement to the world that they can challenge Mercedes-Maybach, Bentley Flying Spur, and Rolls-Royce Ghost. Starting at $112,000, 800,000 RMB, NIO is going firmly ultra-premium. Deliveries begin in China in early 2025, with global interest building from the Middle East to Europe. The ET9 stretches 17.5 feet long, 5,325 millimeters, longer than an S-Class, yet maintains elegant fastback lines with a drag coefficient of 0.243. The massive front grille and 23-inch wheels give it concept car presence. Inside, the Executive Bridge rear cabin features seats that recline 45 degrees with hot stone massage, extendable leg rests, and Napa leather upholstery. Each rear passenger gets a 14.5-inch OLED screen, wireless headphones, and a smart refrigerator between the seats. Power comes from a dual-motor setup delivering over 700 horsepower, launching this 6,000-pound luxury sedan to 100 kilometers per hour in just 4.3 seconds. The 120 kilowatt-hour 5C battery enables ultra-fast charging, adding 250 kilometers in 5 minutes, with the option of a 150 kilowatt-hour pack for extended range. And yes, 3-minute battery swaps work here too. The ET9 debuts NIO's next-gen autonomous driving with LiDAR, radar, cameras, and dual Shenji NX9031 chips for essentially hands-free highway driving. The real innovation is Skyride, a fully active hydraulic suspension that scans the road ahead and adjusts each wheel independently in milliseconds, making potholes and speed bumps virtually disappear. So why is the ET9 number 1? It's NIO's most important statement, proof that a Chinese brand can compete at the absolute pinnacle of automotive luxury, undercutting the establishment while offering more technology. Based on the sold-out launch edition, the market is listening. This halo car elevates the entire brand. The question isn't if NIO will succeed globally, it's when. And based on what we're seeing, that when is happening right now. If you found this deep dive valuable, smash that like button. It helps more people discover the future of EVs. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video. And drop a comment below. Which NIO would you choose? The executive ET7, the family-friendly ES8, the affordable Firefly, or the flagship ET9? Thanks for watching Behind Steering Wheel. I'll see you in the next one, where we'll dive even deeper into the Chinese EV revolution that's reshaping the entire automotive industry.